Hi Virgo, and welcome to your December 2019 reading. I am using the Enchanted Map Oracle along with the Wild Unknown Oracle. I call in my guides and your guides and all beings alike to assist me with this reading and that everyone watching this gets a clear and accurate message for them. The first thing that I'm seeing is the animal guide, the zebra, and I'm also seeing the angel number 14. So those are things you can write down. Another thing that I'm seeing is the bow and arrow. So that is another symbol that you guys can write down for the month of December. So I feel like you guys are wanting to focus in on releasing anything that's holding you back. I felt really guided to anoint 3 black candles along with the white one. So I feel like this is a time where you are really wanting to figure out the unknown, getting into your subconscious, and really awaken the part of you that has been kind of shut down for a while. So the first thing that you have is the rabbit. This is just saying that don't let your fears and anxieties take over you so much that it's noticeable for other people to take advantage of those issues that you have. You know, the rabbit is also wanting you to know that you need to focus on your fertility and that there is fertility coming in the month of December. The bear is another thing for you to pay attention to. As we see here, we have the yellow. That reminds me of the solar plexus, where we get a lot of our self-esteem, where we get a lot of our free will, and where we decide to move forward, really, from heart center. So focusing on that chakra, focusing in on where are you focusing in on something that is actually depleting you. And it's almost like I'm hearing in that song something about devotion, but it's in like it's kind of not an, I think it's an alternative band, but I don't know. If I can find it, I will link it down below for you guys. But basically it's just saying, are you devoting yourself to things that are making you weaker? Are you focusing and devoting yourself on things that is keeping you trapped, keeping you isolated, keeping you in this hibernation, you know, and waiting on something that is possibly, you need to realize what you're seeking is within you and not constantly without of yourself. You know, because I'm seeing a lot of you focusing in on someone. You need that person to return. You need this situation to return so you could feel alive again. And that is where this rabbit energy is coming in. You don't know what to do with yourself without this person's influence. Now, when we look at the stingray, this is reminding me that you need to align your chakras as it's depicting in this card. The stingray is also about, again, I'm feeling sharpness, like a tingling sensation, almost as if I've got stung, you know, by poison, or even like a bee sting where it kind of, it's like a warm, and it's not the most comfortable feeling. It's almost like it takes over, and it's taking over the left hemisphere of my brain. It kind of above the temple. So I don't know how else to explain it. But it's given me this feeling of, it's almost like I started to twitch. So it's almost like your brain is overstimulated. It's almost preparing for a breakdown. So what is causing you to feel like you're going to have a breakdown? That is not something you want to invite in 2020, right? You want to get the answers. You want to get out of the unknown. You want to build a healthier ground. And if you're going to stay in this mindset, you're going to be haunted, because Ghostland's in reverse. But again, something's not haunting you. You're allowing something to haunt you. It's almost like you're fixated on it. Could be an obsession. Could be, as what I'm hearing, a good apple gone bad. So I don't know if something you're holding on to what was or what could have been and not the reality of a situation. So these Ghostlands are coming to you to make you realize that December is about deep hurt and letting that go, and not prolonging the suffering, okay? Because I'm seeing Buddhas, like a Buddha, and that's why I felt guided to bring, which is weird. I never, like, now I'm thinking this is probably why my guides told me to put my Kuan Yin right here, my little Kuan Yin statue, you know, because you want to let go of that. You want prosperity and abundance. Kuan Yin is a very great healer, but she herself has been through great suffering. So you need to understand that your suffering is just not a black hole you cannot always escape out of. You know, it's something that it can be sacred and can be challenging, but once you overcome that, once you live with that in a healthy way, it could be your greatest ally because you can contribute to the world and contribute to yourself in a more profound way. But not in the way that you have been experiencing as we go through these cards, because when we're talking about what you've been feeling, it's been suffocating. Let me just be realistic here, okay? Because I'm feeling a lot of pressure in my chest and it's just overcoming me. You're suffocating. Your life is being limited, okay? Stormfields is saying that you're fighting a fight. You're waiting for someone to fight for you back as much as you constantly dwell on them or a situation. You want that same honor and devotion, but you're not going to get it in the way that you expect. And that's why you need to let go. It's setting yourself up for failure. And I hate to say this, but this is what's coming through from Spirit. There is something better than what you can ever imagine. Whatever you have been just enveloped in, whatever has been taking over your mind, spirit, life, whatever, it had its purpose. It's a big learning tool. That person, place, or thing had a great, profound effect on you. But when it's becoming stale and when it's becoming almost poisonous, it's time to let go. It really is. You can still honor what was, and you can still be thankful, and you can still understand that nothing will replace that. But do you really want that fog, that confusion, that suffering, right? And then we have right here the magic stream in reverse. This is saying what you are seeking is not outside of yourself. That healing that you're looking for is internal. It can also be, in my opinion, brought to you by not only yourself, but a group of people that understand the suffering you've been through and say, look, I understand how hard it is, and I'm not telling you to forgive and forget and to move on. You're going to always have this inside of you. This is always going to be a part of you, but it's not all that there is. This is not the ending, okay? So you need people that are very emotionally available, that are emotionally peaceful, that bring you that peace and understand, hey, wow, this is just as profound as the thing that I'm dreading that I don't have. And look at this, it's not really, I don't want to say a supply because that makes it sound like going in, and I'm not a psychologist here, so I'm just disclaiming this, but I have taken some psychology classes and I've been around the psychology field for a while. A supply, right? But it's not a supply like a resource. It's kind of like a resource, but it's not supply like, oh my gosh, I'm a narcissist. I need to have that person, that narcissist in my life. I need to be the victim to feel like I'm special. No, cut that out, okay? Because a lot of you are over-identifying. This is Spirit talking right now because, I mean, I don't usually get this excited and this confident, right? So what Spirit's showing me and telling me is I'm seeing a script being placed out. So again, don't identify yourself, don't label yourself, don't keep labeling people, okay? Let a doctor do that. Situations will come about and it will make you have a lot of similarities and you will be able to pinpoint, and it's almost a healing tool. But when it becomes a focus of self-sacrificing and victimhood, that's when you need to cut it out, okay? Labels are meant to give you resources, is what Spirit's telling me, and not a focus of, not really self-pity, but a way to hold up your life and make excuses for yourself and other people. It's time to let go. It's time to see that the healing's here. It's meant for you. Whatever is meant to be will be. But if you keep putting yourself down in December, it's not going to end nicely, okay? And this is spirit talking, because I feel that the suffering will continue if you don't allow yourself to breathe, if you don't allow yourself to get those resources. But understand the biggest resource is you taking action, you cutting the cords, you saying no, you understanding that you are not a bad person and that you want to feel good, right? The blessings are here. Grab a hold of them. I'm seeing a bouquet of flowers. They're here for you. You know, guides and angels and ancestors and people that really do care and understand. But the people that you're focusing on, or the situation you're focusing on, or the idea of what could be or what could have been, is just self-sabotaging. It's got to stop, guys. I don't feel like this is just for Virgo, okay? Because I feel like this is a message that needs to be brought out to more than just the Virgo that I'm talking to right now. I'm also seeing the angel number 23, and I'm seeing a lot of greenery. So you need to be in nature. You need to have things that bring balance, bring air into your life and in your environment. Virgo, this is for you, but it's not only for you. And I hope that you don't mind that spirit channeled more than what I was expecting for you and for the whole collective. But I feel like a lot of you need to hear that. And it's tough love. It's not that I'm being, or spirits being unloving. It's being very loving in a profound and very protective way. You know, it's not to be, you know, let it go. You're just doing this yourself. No, there is compassion. There is empathy. But where can you reestablish your solar plexus? Okay, so Virgo needs to hear that part especially. You need to reestablish your solar plexus, okay? Working with citrine is a great crystal. Working with orange peel is a great, you know, herb or thing that you can get at the grocery store. I like to throw orange peels and also lemon peels out in the yard or in my trash can, or even just have them laying on my altar for a while and then throwing them away. That energy will raise the vibration and it will cause the debris to be soaked up. I do hope that this makes sense. I hope you have a great December. Comments and questions can be left down below. And I will leave all my links down below to my website. And I hope to share some more content with you guys soon that are in the works. And I really want to bring out to some people. But that will probably mainly be on Patreon. And I will do little snippets on here as well. Many blessings.